Accordion Cool Coach Dave. Here we go again and again. Well, before we start, a couple little housekeeping things to do here. First of all, if you're a regular watcher, you know I've been going crazy the past few weeks with silly little sounds and things, a little thing called MIDI. Well, MIDI is now packed up. We are not going to use MIDI anymore. You are now hearing just the sound of the accordion and my little piano here. It's enough for me. I'm not going to frustrate myself anymore. And of course, the most important piece of information is Austin is away, and filling in behind the glass, James Friedman. I don't think they're waving at me. You're right. I don't think I've driven them too crazy yet. But there's still hope. There's still hope. We still got the rest of the show to go. So James, thank you very much for hoping or helping to make me look good. That first tune is called The Glory of Love, Glory of Love, from 1931. Now, I don't think it was from a play or a show or anything like that. I think, you know, a couple of guys just got together, say, hey, let's write a song, and this is what they came up with. Now, I don't play this song a lot. I like it. I think I'll start playing it a lot. But what happened is there's also another song, and the title escapes me right now, but I do quite often, and it's in the same key, starts off with the same notes and the same chords. These two songs, I think they might have been Siamese twins separated at birth or something. Do I get confused? Ha! Yeah, I do. So, The Glory of Love. Then we're back into our alphabets. Today is going to be G songs. However, a small disclaimer, there's a lot of G songs. I normally do about 6 tunes a show. I only came across 5 G songs that I know. Now, some of the other letters, I'm sure there's plenty of songs to fill out the letters, but I don't know them all, so I just borrowed one from another alphabet. So that'll be our final song, but we'll get there. Okay, enough chatting. Next tune, I played this, I'm sure, many times on the show. Great, great, great standard. 1940, Hoagy Carmichael wrote this. Hoagy Carmichael, kind of like more of a song and dance man, but he wrote this great, great tune, and of course, Ray Charles, around 1965 or so, had a huge, huge hit on Georgia, Georgia on My Mind. So let's see what it sounds like. Georgia, Georgia on My Mind. Everybody just calls it Georgia, and you know what they're talking about. Well, our next tune came from 1937. Now, this is a little bit interesting. The song is called Gone with the Wind, and no, not from the movie, even though it was the same era. However, the fellow that wrote the song did get accused of stealing the title from the movie to help sell the song. He said, no, I just happened to write this tune, and I just called it Gone with the Wind, and the words fit and everything. Now, you don't hear this tune much nowadays, but people like, Ella Fitzgerald, Frank, what's his name? Oh, yeah, Sinatra, Mel Torme. These are folks that sang this song. Now, my first episode with this song is, you've heard me mention many times the late, great Art Van Dam, who started this whole silly jazz accordion stuff. Well, he's got this song on, I would say, 2 or 3 of his albums. So I think Art kind of liked this song. So here we go, Gone with the Wind. Gone with the Wind. The only time I've ever heard that song is, of course, from Art Van Dam, so I'm not sure if it's most people do as a ballad or kind of up-tempo like we did it, but that's what I'm used to hearing it. So check out Ella Fitzgerald, Frank, or Mel Torme, and you may get a little different effect. But moving on to our next tune. Now, if you're a frequent watcher, you know I don't do a lot of country tunes. Country tunes are nice, the dog died, truck won't start, and my brother ran off with my wife, that type of thing, They all tell a story. But there are a few that I really like, and this just happens to be one of them, and it happens to be a G song to match our little episode today. Now, this is if you know the words, this is a real sad song. This guy's coming home, and he gets off the train and sees his girlfriend and everything, but it's all a dream because they're gonna string him up at dawn. But we'll just play it. We won't talk about the words. It's called The Green, Green Grass of Home. Oh, they'll all come to see me neath the shade of that old oak tree as they lay me beneath the green, green grass of home. Like I said, don't do a lot of country tunes, but that's kind of a purty one. I think somebody should write some other words and lyrics to it, to make it. Well, yeah, how many dogs can die? Oh, never mind. All right. Okay, moving on. Another G song, 1964. Now, for you folks who might have been around during that time, there was a big Latin invasion from South America, all those great Latin and bossa nova tunes, and of course, in my estimation, the best songwriter of that time was a fellow named Antonio Carlos Jobim. I love to say that name, Antonio Carlos Jobim. And I know I've played this tune many times on the show, but it fits our mold today of the G songs from 1964. About that young lady who walks along the beach, the girl from Ipanema. So here we go. Tall and tan and young and lovely, that girl from Ipanema. This, I was just thinking as I was playing this, I always remembered one instance with this song. Now, I've been playing this song, well, probably 50 years. 1964 it came out. So I remember I was on a job one day, you know, playing, and it came my turn to play. Now, this song is especially what we call the bridge, the middle part. You don't fake it. If you don't know it, it's you got to know it. And I'm playing along and thinking about other things, which I shouldn't have been doing. It came to the bridge, and my mind went blank. I mean, literally, I could not remember one note. I don't remember how I got out of it, but I always, and like I said, that's got to be many decades ago, and I always remember that one little incident with this song. But I think we got through it today. Well, you know, we're getting down towards the end of our time. And as promised, we borrowed a song. We borrowed a song from the K group. I'll let you in a little secret. I only know 2 K songs. So I figured, well, that's not going to work. So I figured I'd steal one and stick it in here. 1956, it was written, it's kind of like a rhythm, that's easy for me to say, rhythm and blues type song. 1959, a fellow named Wilbert Harrison had a huge hit on this. Now, I had never heard of Wilbert Harrison, and to be perfectly honest with you, I haven't heard of him since. I think he might have been a country artist, but he was like what they call a one-hit wonder. And the song is called Kansas City. Now, been to Kansas City. I remember we were there, and of course everybody says, no, you go to Kansas City, that's, you know, a lot of the cattle stuff and everything, and they have great steakhouses. You got to go to a Kansas City steakhouse. So this is going back several years. So we went to lunch one day at a Kansas City steakhouse. Cost me probably wouldn't cost you today, but back then it was like $50 for 2 for lunch. You kidding me? And it was good. It was good. It was really good. 2 nights later, we went to Applebee's, and for half the price, we got a better steak. So I don't know. You know, anyway, little Kansas City. Here we go. Kansas City. Now, of course, Kansas City is in 2 states. Kansas City, Kansas, Kansas City, Missouri. I guess it's just, I remember, I'm pretty sure when we were there, so it's just like a cross the river type thing. You know, Missouri River, I guess, goes right up in between, but I would think it would get confusing. But we're right down towards the end of our time. I want to thank you all as usual for watching, tuning in, listening. However you do get our show, and of course a big, big thanks to James Friedman. Here we go, yeah, behind the glass today, filling in for Austin. I don't know if James will be back next week or Austin, probably Austin, but we'll just have to tell Austin what a great job James did. So, Coach Dave, you know what I'm going to say? Bring the young'uns in to listen to this music. They don't hear these tunes anymore. So, let's take it home with a little more, I don't know, how about Kansas City?